What if the fountain of youth is not a myth, but a simple meal? Many believe aging is a slow, inevitable decline. But a profound secret, hidden in nature's design, can restore your skin's vitality from within. You won't want to miss the final fruit. Most overlook it and stay stuck with tired, aging skin forever. Ooh, inner radiance. You wake in the morning. Before the mind is fully alert, the body speaks. It speaks of a stiffness in the joints, a certain weight that wasn't there a decade ago. You look in the mirror and the reflection shows not just a face, but a story. It's a story of joys, of sorrows, of sleepless nights and sun-drenched afternoons. But lately, you feel the story being told is one of fatigue. The light in your eyes feels a little dimmer. The natural plumpness of your skin seems to have receded, like the tide pulling away from the shore, leaving the sand dry and tired. This is a feeling known to so many. It is the quiet anxiety of the modern world, a world that moves with relentless speed, that demands our energy, our focus, our very life force, and often leaves us feeling depleted. We are told to fight aging, to use creams, serums, and procedures to cover the map of our lives. But this is an external battle, a war against the self. True radiance, the kind that glows from within and makes people wonder about your secret, does not come from a bottle. It comes from nourishment. Not just any nourishment, but a deep cellular communication. It comes from providing your body with the precise information it needs to remember its own innate vitality. The first key to this communication is not some exotic, expensive discovery. It is an ancient treasure, a small red jewel that has been revered for centuries in the East for its ability to restore what time and stress have taken away. I am speaking of the goji berry. But not in the way you might think. Many simply toss these dried berries into a trail mix or a smoothie. This is like receiving a sealed letter and never opening it. The information, the life force within the berry, remains dormant, locked away. To unlock it, you must treat it with intention. The practice is simple yet profound. Before you sleep, you take a small handful of high-quality organic goji berries. You place them in a glass of pure filtered water. You let them rest overnight. As you sleep, they awaken. They unfurl, releasing their potent life essence into the water, transforming it into a vibrant, living elixir. The berry itself becomes soft, plump, and alive once again. When you wake before the chaos of the day begins, before the first thought of your to-do list, you perform this simple ritual. You drink the water, this infusion of life. It tastes faintly sweet, earthy. You can feel it, cool and clarifying, as it enters your system. Then you eat the rehydrated berries. They are no longer hard and leathery, but soft and bursting with energy. What is happening inside you? You are not just consuming antioxidants, though the goji is rich in zeaxanthin, a compound that specifically protects your eyes, the windows to your spirit, from the strain of modern screens and the fog of age. You are doing something much deeper. In the wisdom of traditional Chinese medicine, the goji berry nourishes the yin of the kidneys and the liver. Think of yin as the deep, cool, moistening and restorative energy in your body. It is the deep underground spring that feeds the entire landscape of your being. As we age, as we burn our energy through stress and worry, this spring begins to dry up. The result is dryness on the outside, in our skin, our hair, and a feeling of burnout on the inside. This morning ritual is a direct act of replenishing that essential spring. The goji's information tells your body, be nourished, be restored. Let there be moisture and vitality. It is a gentle yet powerful instruction. It doesn't scream, it whispers, but the body listens to whispers. This is the first step. It is not about a sudden, shocking change, but the beginning of a deep inner shift. It is the return of the tide, the slow, certain return of your inner radiance, but cellular harmony. Now that you have begun the day by awakening your system, by replenishing the deep cooling waters of your yin, the next step is to provide the building blocks for true, lasting structure. Many people who seek a youthful appearance focus only on collagen. They drink collagen powders. They eat collagen bars. This is not wrong, but it is incomplete. It is like building a house with beautiful bricks, but using weak, crumbling mortar. The structure will not hold. The true foundation of supple, resilient skin and a vibrant body is not just the protein, but the fat. It is the health of the membrane of every single cell in your body. This membrane is the gatekeeper. It decides what comes in, nourishment, hydration, and what goes out, toxins, waste. When this membrane is weak, made of poor quality fats, it becomes either too rigid or too leaky. The cell cannot hold its moisture. It becomes dehydrated, deflated. A collection of deflated cells is what we see in the mirror as dull, sagging skin. This is where our second fruit comes into its own. It is a fruit often mistaken for a vegetable, a powerhouse of creation that holds the pattern of new life within its single large seed, the avocado. To call the avocado a superfood is to use the language of trends, but its power is timeless. Its gift is the gift of profound nourishment through healthy, intelligent fats. The monounsaturated fats in an avocado are precisely what your body needs to construct strong, flexible, and well-hydrated cellular membranes. When you eat an avocado, you are sending a shipment of premium building materials to every cell in your body. You are telling them, be strong, be supple, hold your life force, retain your water. This is the secret to the plumpness of youth. It is cellular hydration. The practice is to incorporate half an avocado into your midday meal. Why midday? Because this is when your digestive fire is typically at its strongest. Furthermore, the combination of healthy fat and fiber in the avocado profoundly stabilizes your blood sugar. It prevents the afternoon energy crash that sends so many running for sugar or caffeine, two things that accelerate the aging process by creating inflammation and depleting your adrenal energy. This stable energy is the feeling of calm, centered vitality. It is the opposite of the frantic, borrowed energy that leaves you exhausted. This is true power. This is sustainable energy that builds you up rather than burns you out. Here is a detail that is often missed. The highest concentration of certain nutrients, particularly carotenoid antioxidants, is found in the dark green flesh closest to the skin of the avocado. Most people scoop out the lighter flesh and leave this nutrient-dense portion behind. Be gentle. Peel the skin from the avocado as you would a banana, or carefully scrape the inside of the skin with your spoon. Ensure you consume this dark green part. This is where the deepest protective medicine lies. This is nature's intelligence, concentrating its most protective elements at the boundary, the skin. By eating it, you are internalizing that same protective intelligence for your own skin. You are creating harmony at the cellular level. The goji berries awaken the energy, and now the avocado provides the substance, the structure, the deep, satisfying nourishment that allows that energy to build and create. You are not just eating, you are rebuilding your house cell by cell with the finest materials nature has to offer. Pollen protective shield. You have awakened your inner waters and rebuilt your cellular foundations. Now, we must address the external forces. We live in a world filled with unseen assailants. Environmental pollution, unseen radiation from our devices, stress hormones coursing through our veins. These are the architects of what is known as oxidative stress. Think of it as a kind of cellular rusting. This process creates unstable molecules called free radicals that damage your cells, your DNA, and the very collagen and elastin that give your skin its structure and bounce. This damage is a primary driver of accelerated aging. It shows up as fine lines, hyperpigmentation, and a loss of that firm, vital look. To combat this, you don't need a more complex defense. You need a more intelligent one. You need a shield. This brings us to our third and final fruit, the one whose power is so profound that it has been a symbol of life, fertility, and immortality in ancient cultures for millennia, the pomegranate. The beauty of the pomegranate is not just in its jewel-like seeds or arils. Its true power lies in compounds that are among the most potent antioxidants ever discovered in nature, particularly one called collagen. This compound is so powerful that it not only neutralizes damaging free radicals, but also appears to amplify the activity of your body's own antioxidant enzymes. It doesn't just give you a shield, it teaches your body how to build a stronger shield of its own. It enhances your own innate protective system. But the secret of the pomegranate, the insight that most people miss, goes even deeper, down to the very source of your energy. Inside every cell, you have tiny power plants called mitochondria. They are responsible for taking the food you eat and the air you breathe and turning it into the energy that fuels every single process in your body, from a thought to a heartbeat to the repair of a skin cell. As we age, our mitochondria become damaged and less efficient. Our cellular energy production declines. This is why we feel tired. It's why our skin's repair processes slow down. We are literally running out of power. This is where the pomegranate performs its most stunning act of renewal. Your gut bacteria can transform the compounds in pomegranate into a remarkable molecule called urolithin A. Recent, groundbreaking science has shown that urolithin A triggers a process in your body called mitophagy, a deep cellular cleanse where your cells identify and recycle old, damaged mitochondria. This makes way for the generation of new, powerful, pristine mitochondria. You are literally upgrading your cellular power plants. This is the absolute cutting edge of longevity science, yet the wisdom has been with us for thousands of years, hidden within this ancient fruit. You are not just preventing damage, you are actively reversing a key process of aging at the most fundamental level. You are turning back the energetic clock. An abundance of mitochondrial energy means your cells have the power to repair themselves, to produce collagen, to maintain their vitality. This is the source of a true lit-from-within glow. It is the visible sign of abundant cellular energy. On a synergistic ritual, understanding these three fruits is knowledge, but integrating them into a daily practice is wisdom. The true magic lies not in a single act, but in the synergy, the way they work together in a beautiful, intelligent dance throughout your day. Each one prepares the way for the next, creating a cascade of renewal that builds upon itself. This is not about adding more complexity to your life. It is about replacing habits that deplete you with simple rituals that restore you. It is about creating a rhythm of self-cultivation. The day begins with the goji berry elixir. This is your gentle awakening. It is a signal to your deepest energy reserves, your kidney and liver yin, that the day will be one of nourishment, not depletion. It rehydrates your system on a profound level, preparing your digestive system and your cells for the nourishment to come. It is an act of deep kindness to your body, a promise you make to yourself each morning. You are starting the day from a place of fullness, not scarcity. At midday, you introduce the avocado. This is the anchor, this is the substance. It takes the awakened energy from the morning and gives it a foundation to build upon. The healthy fats and fiber ground you. They prevent the wild swings in energy that create stress and inflammation. The avocado rebuilds your cellular membranes, ensuring that the hydration from the morning elixir is locked into your cells, creating that visible plumpness and suppleness. It provides the calm, steady, enduring energy that allows you to move through your afternoon with grace and focus rather than frantic fatigue. This is the act of building your physical structure with strength and integrity. Then, as the day winds down, you introduce the pomegranate. This is your evening restoration and protection. You can have a small bowl of the fresh arils or a small glass of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice. As you prepare for rest, the potent compounds from the pomegranate get to work. They are the cleanup crew and the renewal team. They neutralize the oxidative stress accumulated during the day. More importantly, as you enter your deepest rest and repair cycles during sleep, the urolithin A derived from the pomegranate is signaling your cells to begin the profound work of mitochondrial renewal. You're not just sleeping, you are actively engaged in a deep-level energetic upgrade. You wake up not just rested, but fundamentally restored. Do you see the flow? Awaken, build, restore. It is a perfect cycle that mirrors the rhythms of nature. The morning sun, the strong earth at midday, the restorative darkness of night. By aligning your nourishment with this rhythm, you are tapping into a powerful current of life. You are moving from a state of fighting against your body, against time, to a state of flowing with your body's innate intelligence. This is not a diet. It is a practice of deep listening and intentional nourishment. It is a daily ritual that compounds over time. The effects may feel rapid at first, a new glow, a deeper energy, but the true benefits are profound and lasting. creating a resilience and vitality that radiates from your very cells. The cultivating vitality. The final and most important understanding is a shift in perspective. Our culture teaches us to view aging as a problem to be solved, a battle to be won. We are taught to look for the quick fix, the overnight solution. But the body is not a machine to be fixed. It is a garden to be cultivated. You cannot force a flower to bloom overnight by shouting at it or pulling on its petals. You can only provide it with the right conditions: good soil, clean water, and gentle sunlight. You cultivate the conditions, and the blooming happens as a natural result of that care. These three fruits, these three rituals are not magic bullets. They are tools for cultivation. They are your way of tending to your inner garden. The goji berry is the life-giving water for the deep soil. The avocado is the rich, nourishing compost that builds structure and resilience. The pomegranate is the sunlight that powers the garden's growth and the protective fence that keeps out invaders. When you approach your well-being in this way, something remarkable happens. The anxiety about aging begins to dissolve. The frantic search for external solutions quiets down. You are no longer at war with time. You are in partnership with your own life force. This practice instills a sense of agency, of quiet power. You are not a passive victim of the aging process. You are an active participant in your own vitality. This feeling of empowerment is, in itself, one. So do not see this as just eating three fruits. See it as an invitation to reconnect with your body's wisdom, to honor its needs with simple, profound, and consistent care. The glow people will see on your skin will only be a reflection of the renewed energy and harmony you are cultivating within. That is a beauty that no cosmetic can replicate. It is the beauty of life itself expressed through you. Which ritual are you going to start first to cultivate your vitality? Drop your choice below. Let's inspire each other